Greetings and welcome back to Switch to Linux with another edition of the Weekly News Roundup. I'm back in a t-shirt again. Today we are featuring Stud the Cat. The human is crazy. Because, man, it is hot as Pelosi's titties out there right now. And I'm telling you, kind of crazy. But anyway, into the comments. Ashton, what is a chalupa? Turn of the century Taco Bell commercials. They were featuring chihuahuas, and Yo Quiero Taco Bell was one of the things, and they had this thing called a chalupa, which was this the one that was like a taco in a pita bread shell or something like that? I think that's what it was, and the tagline for that was drop the chalupa. So come on, man. Got to go to Taco Bell if they even have them on the menu anymore. I don't know if they do. But anyway, lifetime consumer value. Yes, that is quite cyberpunk and dystopian. That's kind of exciting. Hello, Mr. Anderson. How's it going there? Shadow says minus $10. That's about me. Does that mean you win a lawsuit for $10? I don't know. Hail Caesar. How's it going there? Commodore fan. Greetings. Not like throwing up like one of those my cat did after killing a... Wait, what? At least it's not throwing up like one of my cats did after killing a snake. Was your cat remorseful or what? Guess the snake did not agree with her stomach. Okay. No, it was a snake because I found part of it under my carport. Ugh, yikes. It's a she and I don't know where to get a chalupa. Taco Bell. Come on. Yo quiero Taco Bell. That's right. Probably came out wrong. Okay. My storm today, Starlink was not affected. There you go. Very good. Good evening, Keegan. How's it going there? Came out wrong the same way Taco Bell does. Yes, it does. I had some super hot chili yesterday, man. Woo! That was pretty spicy on the way out. We got a few pop-up storms in my area as well. We're supposed to get a little bit of rain tonight. We'll see what happens there. I gotta get home from a vacation at I just got back home from vacation at Gettysburg. Very cool. I hope you enjoyed Gettysburg. I've been there in years. The Bed Panther, that's right. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I've had a vacation that was not planned around a holiday. Yep. Taco Bell either goes up or down the same way. I'd rather drink tequila, bottled water. Tequila? Tijuana bottled water than you talk about? You're taking your life into your hands both ways. Well, I pet the cat because the cat because of the internet. I know. Oh, the Die Master. Howdy to you. Moonbase Alpha Grace, take me to your leader. And for some reason, OBS just dropped into nothingness. So we're probably lagging on your end. Okay, I think we're back. Dr. Rob, how's it going there? Hopefully we don't have constant issues with the internet going in and out. I moved to a spot where I have a good 10 Mbps up, so that's good. Black shirt and dark background make this a floating head video. That's right, I am a floating head. I do have a lighter colored merch shirt back there, but it's a little bit more buried than... I just thought of it right before I went live. Like, let me go get that so I'm not wearing two shirts where it's extremely hot. Excuse the typo. Still trying to get used to the keyboard on this laptop. Salvaged the other day. Got some upgrades. Hello, Dan. Greetings. I was out wadding with the storm and approaching. I knew it was not going to really do anything. Just it didn't just sprinkles. Still waiting on a new room. Going through more and more extensive rehab on the legs. All right. It's only a hyper-threaded dual-core i3, but it runs Solus Budgie fine. All right. Chalupas are still a thing at Taco Bell, although they're now known as a Chalupa Supreme. I don't know what the difference is. Well, I think that they had 3 chalupas when they first came out. I think at least 3. And I think I'm mixing up the chalupas with the gorditas. I don't know. But they had a few different ones, and now the only one they left on all of those is just the Supreme, which is just the meat, the lettuce, the cheese, the tomatoes, and the sour cream. But yeah, they've changed their menu though. They don't have Mexican pizzas anymore, and that's lame. They don't have Nacho Supreme anymore, and that's lame. Taco Bell's getting lame. And they're introducing like French fries. If I want French fries, I'd go to one of the thousands of other fast food places that sell generic French fries. I come to Taco Bell to get a nuclear explosion in my pants. Come on, guys. Get with it, Taco Bell. This is, you don't go to Taco Bell for French fries. Let me know if you guys go to Taco Bell for French fries, or if it's a stupid idea, they need to abandon it and bring the Mexican pizza back. Can't get no Mexican pizza over there at McDonald's. I don't know. I feel like getting a new computer soon. I've had this laptop for 4 years and its limits have been reached. The tacos are fine, but the sauce package are really hard to eat. I don't know. Actually, I do like the sauce packages at there. I had a Mexican pizza Taco Bell 2 weeks ago. Maybe it's the ones out here. I don't know. Yeah, last time I was in a Taco Bell and they said they stopped making them. So I don't know. Maybe you're at one of those rogue Taco Bells that's like, we're not getting rid of the taco pizzas. They're good around here, man. Was that in New York? I want a New York style Taco Bell pizza. Was it Chicago? I want a deep dish taco Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. Hit the touchpad on a laptop using now. The other one dies. Just keeps double, triple, quadruple clicking when I only want it once. Yeah. French fries, isn't their motto? Think outside the bun. Yes. Or outside the bun. I think it's outside the bun. But, you know, I don't know. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and jump on over into the news. We have privacy, we have security, we have business. We only have like 3 Sillyvilles, but man, the quality of Sillyville today, quality of Sillyville today is totally awesome. All right, I forgot to put the comment thread up. Oh, well, then you guys remind me to put the comment thread up? All right, well, that's all right. That's all right. We'll deal with it. We shall deal with it. All right. Let's head on into Sillyville. Go ahead and mark where we're at here. Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. This is the privacy and the security editions. These are recorded live Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, although next week we will not be having a weekly news roundup. I will be in the middle of camp, in the middle of absolutely nowhere with no internet connections. I will not be able to check the news, let alone record a news show. We will have a few videos premiering that week, but not a lot else going on. We will be back the following week on still reduced hours due to a conference, but hey, it will at least be around internet. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on into the news. First up, Google will delete location history for abortion clinic visits. Okay, here's the good things that came out of this Roe versus Wade overturning. Well, first and foremost, the overturning of the stupid thing and letting the states and the people decide what's best for them. I find it really funny. Was it the guitar? There was the lead vocalist, I think it was at Green Day, like, this is so horrendous. I'm going to move to UK and get out of the United States. He lived in California. You can literally kill your child up to birth in California, and they're trying to push a law that they will not be investigating any deaths of children up to 28 days old. In California. In the United Kingdom, you're not allowed to have an abortion. Nothing makes sense in these people's heads. It's kind of funny. But the other things we get, the next fun thing we got out of the Roe versus Wade is a bunch of liberal people get together and say, we're going to get a legally binding contract together, and we are not going to have sex unless these men will commit to staying with us and supporting us. Yeah, that's called marriage. That's what we've been telling you to do for a long time. Welcome to our side. And the third awesome thing we get out of the overturning of Roe versus Wade, for those of you who are left, people are starting to think about privacy because, yes, all of these different apps can track your location services, and as they're tracking you around, they're like, wait. They know when I'm going into abortion clinics? I wonder if they're like, are they deleting more stuff? So it's like your location history has you going everywhere but abortion clinics or this white dot. Like there's nothing to see here. I wonder if that's the case or if they're deleting more things to make it not look like it's kind of like if you remember from if you remember, was it the second Star Wars, the Attack of the Clones, I think, where he's looking at the star charts and he talks to the chef. I don't know why this chef is aware of intergalactic situations, but he is. But he tells him where this planet is, the Komedo planet. He's like, it should be right here. Tells him right where it is. He looks at the star charts. It's not in the star charts, but there's this hole right there that every indication says a planet should be there, but the thing is missing. Is that what Google's going to look like? Something's missing here, buddy. I don't know. Whatever. But if this is the thing that gets more people thinking about cell phone, smartphone privacy, if this is the thing that gets people thinking, indeed I do have something to hide, awesome. We need more people thinking about these things. And so this isn't the only one. There were a number of different tracking stories rather than including all of them because I really don't want to talk about this issue any more than we have to. This is the only one I decided to keep. There are other ones regarding license plate readers and a bunch of other things. But in this situation here, basically they're saying we're going to delete the times where people had gone to various abortion clinics in the hopes to protect people's privacy. Good. I'm okay with that. That's good. And if this is what it takes to get people to start thinking about privacy and winning people over to the side of privacy, I'm all for it. And that is a good thing. All right, next up, of course, the other big guy, I promise the rest of the show is not going to be political, guys. But we've, of course, had another Supreme Court ruling that has half of the country celebrating and half of the country writhing in fear and loathing. And right as this happens, California, which keeps a list not just of carry concealed permits, but also carries a registration. California is one of the states that requires you register your firearms. Most states don't require you to do that, but they have this giant database of registered firearms, and it has fun things like your race and your gender. And I did notice on the gender, they only have M and F. There is no unicorns. There is no furry people. There is no Apache helicopters. They have M and they have F. I mean, come on, California, get with the times. Get with the times here. But they also had flags for law enforcement officers, and they had full names and full addresses and carry status, and they were declined, the reason why they were declined, and all this stuff just leaked online. I mean, and here's the deal, like, this is unacceptable. We're going to root out the problem. Really, the problem is like, hey, let's out all these guys. But, you know, if you're stupid enough to start busting into houses of people who have firearms, in California, it might be justified, because in California, they're so crazy. If you break into somebody's house in the state of California, you are still not allowed to defend yourself using lethal force unless they try lethal force on you first. So once they have attempted to kill you, then you can shoot back, maybe. But that's what it is. But yeah, all this information leaked out. So this is a reason why we do not need registries. And I will remind you that the firearm registries, the religious affiliation registries, these are the things that caused the mid 1940s German soldiers to track down who all the people were that they would like to have obliterated. So government databases are a bad thing no matter what. Well, Meta is removing the requirement to attach your Facebook account to your Oculus to play. Everyone's like, whoa, this is pretty cool. Yeah, they're just replacing it with the Meta account. So they're no longer requiring the Facebook account. They're using the Oculus account. And I think it's by 2024, everyone's going to need to switch that to a Meta account. Oh, January, let's see. The ditching support for Oculus accounts slated January 1st, 2023. After that date, you'll have to create a new Meta account in order to continue playing. So I'll remind you that the Meta account, this is like, oh good, no more Facebook account. Yeah, it's the Meta account, which means it's Facebook and Instagram and Oculus and all of the Meta data all in one place. Wow, isn't that cool? So that happens to be where we are at right there. So of course, that's going to align with their goals of unifying everything under the Meta account. In fact, I believe that now there's like a whole Meta business management page now as well inside of there that I saw when I actually had to log into somebody's Facebook page to do something for one of my clients. If you know a social media manager that I can hire you to do it instead, please let me know. Anyway. Yeah, this is exciting. So the FBI now has a new FBI Child app. Isn't that exciting? So this is directly from FBI.gov is where our URL is. This is the FBI Child ID app. Get the app. Put your child's safety in your own hands. You're stopping at the mall with your children. One of them suddenly disappears. A quick search of the nearby area is unsuccessful. What do? Now there's a free new tool from the FBI that can help. Our Child ID app, and the first mobile application created by the FBI, provides a convenient place to electronically store photos and their vital information about your children, so it's literally right at your hands if you need it. You can show the pictures and provide physical identifiers such as the height and weight to security or police officers on the spot. not. Using a special tab on the app, you can also quickly and easily email the information to the authorities with a few clicks. The app includes tips on keeping children safe, as well as specific guidance on what to do in the first few critical hours after a child goes missing. Features a password protection option to keep your information safe and allows you to add pictures from your mobile phone's image library. You can also zoom in and crop images prior to saving. The app is available for download through iTunes and the Android phones to the Google Play Store. And they do give us this important note down here. The FBI is not collecting or storing any photos or information that you enter in the app. All the data resides solely on your mobile device unless you need to send it to the authorities. Please read your mobile's terms of service for information about the security of applications stored on your device. If you believe the FBI is not collecting and storing your information, I happen to have some oceanfront property in Montana to sell you. So let's head on over to the Play Store and let's have a gander at this guy here. Now, this is a very interestingly curious app here because it says no data is shared with third parties. It says no data is collected, and it says the data is encrypted in transit. Data can't be deleted. The developer says, not we've independently verified, the developer says the app doesn't collect or share any user data. No data is shared with third parties. Says the app doesn't, the developer says the app doesn't share data with other companies or organizations. The developer says the app doesn't collect user data. Your data is transferred over a secure connection and your data can't be deleted. The developer doesn't provide a way for you to request that your data be deleted. Sign me up. I think I'll put my whole neighborhood's children in that thing. All right, and now on to our feature story in privacy. This company comes out of stealth mode with $19 million of seed funding from Target Global, Square Peg. Wow. Schusterman Family Investments, Caden Capital, and Operator Partners. Their task is to analyze data to predict a customer's lifetime value. Talk about the idea here of, all right, we talk about companies don't see us as people, they see us as profit centers. We're widgets to be bought and sold and traded for. Now they're literally saying the quiet part out loud. What is this? What is this blob of carbon and hydrogen financially worth to us? That's all we really want to know. What about his life? It doesn't matter. Just kill him. I don't care. You know. I mean, and the medical industry. You understand this? The medical industry makes money when you're sick. They don't make money when you're well. Maybe I avoid doctors for that reason alone. Anyway, back to this. They founded the Voyantis, excuse me. I'm going to keep saying Voyager. It's Voyantis in 2020, motivated by the idea that many companies today base growth and marketing decisions on spreadsheets. So Weisenberg claims traditional methods were making it difficult to both analyze and utilize company-owned data to make informed, time-sensitive decisions and activate growth. He told TechCrunch in an email, these days, as all companies are making the shift to get onto the path to profitability, it is crucial to understand and act on the future value of each user. That's exciting. Weisenberg previously co-launched over-the-top tech provider DaVinci and Fritto Communication, a digital marketing boutique. Frieder was one of the founding members of Adance, a platform for publishers that used AI to profile smartphone users. Sounds awesome. He doesn't posit this can predict the future, but he says the platform, by applying machine learning algorithms to thousands of data points, can project a user's future propensity and lifetime value shortly after acquisition and throughout their journey. Great. When applied to ad campaigns, he says these predictions can be used by marketing teams to make campaign decisions or fed as signals into ad networks and marketing automation platforms such as all the evil guys. We build continuous flurry of models to predict the lifetime value at different levels of maturity in the customer's lifetime for a myriad of business use cases. Nothing makes me feel loved like the company buying in and saying, how much bottom line profit are you worth, you pleb? Would you mind just opening your wallet and handing it over? Just turn it all on. I mean, really, guys. That's kind of what's going on here. And so, yeah, with this being said, I mean, who else is excited about this? Let me know if you're excited about this stuff in the comments down below. Well, we use affiliates to keep the channel going. Today we are highlighting Mint Mobile. I'm using this for my phone. I absolutely love it. I'm paying $180 per year for my phone. That comes with 4 gigs of data. And I'm actually thinking about upping it a little bit just to use my phone as some hotspot as bleed over internet should I need it. Because they do allow me to use my hotspot unrestricted as long as I don't go over my data limit. So you can use my affiliate code there, tlm.li/mm, and you can head on down here and look at what plan might be best for you. They do use T-Mobile towers, so if T-Mobile is available in your area, Mint Mobile will work great for you. I'm using the 4 gig plan. They have a 10, a 15, and the unlimited, which is 35 gigabytes of data, which is $30 a month. So $30 a month is basically you pay for at least 3 months at a time. And the more you pay up front, the cheaper it gets. And so if you do the new customer, it's $30 per month for 90. When you break it down, it's $40. So $120 for 3 months of service, $210 for 6 months of service, or $360 for 12 months of service for 35 gigabytes a month. And they do not restrict your hotspot on your phone. So have a look over there, tlm.li/Mint Mobile to try out Mint Mobile today. Now let's head on to security news. All right, it looks like I did not even set up my comment thread. I am so on the ball today. It's amazing. Isn't that totally awesome? There we are. There's the comment feed. Let's go ahead and fix her up. Make sure it looks right. Bink. And a little bit of height onto that bad boy. There we are. Now we're good. All right, Taco Bell will win the restaurant wars of the future. We already know that. Demolition Man has spoken. Just recently had to use Windows again, so I missed the package managers. Not in the category. I made some video games. Also, I'm a developer. One of the new parts to talk about menu, but it's on the site. One of my clients at work had me look at the old Acer laptop with Windows 8 yesterday. Oh, Lord, I wanted to pull my hair out. Yep. Brain has encountered a segmentation fault, shutting down. Uh-oh. Sorry, Ashton. Someone want to go by and reboot Ashton for us? Thanks. Appreciate that. Who wants to have sex with those ugly eggs in the first place? I never understand what these people are thinking. The world seems so dumb. I don't know what happened in the last 30. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I do like salvage good work hardware. Long power bill. Oh, it looks like somebody turned Ashton back on. Definitely want to switch to DIY desktop, smaller than ATX, and I'm in an apartment. I would love to look into the 12-volt boards and see if I can get one of those working on higher power. That'd be awesome. My Nokia T20 tablet going for second screen. I'm watching WWE. There you go. Snap into a Slim Jim. All right. Let's see. I've heard mixed reviews on the HP Dev 1 systems. Sodium chloride. How there, Table Salt? How's it going there? Every time I hear someone go, then who's going to take care of these on the board kids? I'm like, that's your job as a parent. Yeah. You know, as my advisor in my biochemistry advisor in college used to say, you know what happens when you have sex. If you're not ready to have a child, don't do it. Well, just a thought. I still have an issue. I deleted Facebook a couple years ago, and I'd never use those VR things. Yep, framework definitely is curious. You heard about the HP Dev 1. Many positive things about it. All right, report that up. FBI equals microchip your kid. That's right. Couldn't you just say the information instead of requiring an app? Most parents don't have pictures of kids or family. I know, right? Like, so it's literally, it's like, trust me, if your kid is missing for like an hour, the police are going to start collecting information. I actually know this. One of the kids that I mentored got lost in the woods once. That was exciting. Mother calls me up. Do you know where he's at? No. I was actually looking at an apartment that day. Like, I have no idea where he's at. His phone was there because he was never carried his phone around. Didn't carry his notebook with us. Like, basically vanished. Neighbors like, I saw him going to the street. Well, he went to the woods for a run and got lost because it wasn't woods he was familiar with. Got lost. It got dark. And, so like we were a few hours from getting police helicopters involved. We had like 30 people searching for him with four-wheelers in the woods at midnight. And the police had the information really quick. No FBI app was needed. I was listening to the Destination Linux podcast while mowing Tuesday. One of the commenters could not get HP to sell them to their company, which was full of developers. App doesn't collect your data next month. FBI kid app was collecting data all along. Whoops! Who would have thunk it? FBI needs full Brandon investigations. Yeah. I'm curious as to why. From Montreal. How's it going there, Montreal? Greetings. Seems HP does not want to sell them actually to companies doing Linux development on corporate level, corporate accounts. Interesting. Seems to buy more expensive options. Why does it feel like most company and product names are just being pulled out of someone's rear end? Like half those don't sound like words. I know, right? Potentially, considering one dude I wouldn't be buying in bulk anyways, so I'll probably just go framework anyways. 360-year program. Cool. Watching WWE SmackDown. They have turned some of their male wrestlers into fashion models. What? I didn't know WWE went woke. Horrified, disgusting, annoyed, disappointed. Choose your word. Stop watching WWE when The Undertaker retired. Yeah, I remember when he was new. No notification. I know. I am so much on the YouTube ban list. We only have 16 people watching right now. That's all I'm showing on my end anyway. I don't know if you guys are showing different. Apparently I've made the YouTube gods angry. Some stuff in YouTube, WWE is a mere joke these days. Wasn't it always a mere joke? Were they ever serious? All right. Let's head on over to security news. First up in security news, Marriott is hacked again. It would appear it was a single Marriott BWI Airport. That's in Maryland. Hackers got in there. They were able to get 20 gigabytes of data, and then they communicated with the hotel, I think posing as like Red Hat's security guys. They eventually stopped communicating, but it was verified that they had real data. They didn't get a lot of customer data. They only got a few hundred customer data. A lot of what they got, though, is internal documents, procedures, basically stuff like how to do this or that on the shift. They also got the employee manifests and all of the pay rates and things. So the accounting software for the employee end. So customer competitors would be really interested in that type of stuff simply because they could get in there and see what they're charging or what they're paying their employees versus other people as well. So more data breaches, 20 gigabytes worth. So that's exciting. And basically it's a hacking group that nobody knows exactly who they are. So that's also fun when we have anonymous hacking groups. Probably those teenagers in UK again. Well, verified Twitter accounts are phishing users with hate speech warnings because, of course, if you simply go onto Twitter and say, no, you're not a female, you're a male, I don't care what your pronouns say in your thing, well, that's bannable hate speech. And, all that kind of stuff is happening. So basically, Twitter will ban you if for any reason that they really want and simply call it hate speech because it's a collect-all for everything. And so what these guys are doing is they're DMing people into a message and it says, hey, your account has been flagged as inauthentic and unsafe by our automated system spreading hate speeches against our terms of service. We at Twitter take security on the platform seriously. That's why we are suspending your account in 48 hours if you do not complete the authentication process. To authenticate, click the link below. Of course, you click on the phishing link below, and then you end up giving a whole lot of authentication data to some scammer. Yay! Isn't that totally awesome? So be aware of that if you get one of those in your DM feed. Play with it. Have fun with them. Load into that bad boy and start giving them all sorts of weird stuff. I'd give you some suggestions, but now this is a family-friendly show. And our last story is Orbit, a new undetected Linux threat that uses a unique hijack of execution flow. The article here did not specify how this infects the system, so I'm not sure how they get into the system the first time, but it keeps itself persistent by attaching itself in parts to several critical system structures, basically by adding some commands into the configuration and the run files for several critical functions. The basic way to hunt it down is to look for, where's it at? Maps. Where's it at? It was fairly easy to spot. It goes into a random folder, but it drops a file of a very specific format and type. And so you can parrot it out by doing a system-wide search for that. It's going to keep itself persistent by loading itself into multiple different ways into the system. And then once it's in there, they did describe what it does. Once it gets in here, it opens up a backdoor, an SSH portal, and a few other functions that allows the malicious actor to get in the backdoor of your system and do anything that they would like as an administrator. So seeing what you're doing, copying log files, infecting your system with other things. And so that's what to look out for. From what I gathered, this is primarily impacting servers, but it's just something to keep an eye on. I wish I could find that spot where it is. It uses .so files to work. Maybe I was reading a few different articles and I didn't grab the one which had the specific files that were being used. But just be aware there is some more Linux malware coming out there that's opening up entire backdoors and Trojans into Linux servers via SSH. Well, if you'd like to help support the channel, we do have a Patreon page, patreon.com/TOMM, if you'd like to help support us on over there. With that, thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux. Alrighty. I got a phone notification. Woohoo! Right now, finally. 15 on my end, I got Fedora KDE working and got my stuff installed in time to come watch. Only the hardcore SwitchedToLinux fans were here tonight. Yep. I'm on a mini vacation in Cottage Country. What do? Tune into one of my favorite Linux channels. All right. Well, see, it's vacation time. That means that you got to do what you enjoy, you know. WCCW, when The Undertaker went under the name of Texas Red. Showing 42 watching. Do you still have DRM? It's really? You're showing 42 watching? I have not seen anything higher than 18. Maybe my numbers are just stuck. But yeah, all I have seen is a maximum of 18. Very interesting. I have 64 gigs of RAM in my computer. I was downloading games in Steam Epic. For some reason, I needed swap. Hey, scammer, order unicorn meat. There you go. Twitter's verification is your phone number. Yeah. Texas company featuring posers in the Von Erck family. Response to Fisher. What's a Twitter? Yeah. What's a Google? I'm only 32, so I can't remember. It's not like I grew up memorizing those things. Twitter's dead anyways, yeah. Nothing but bots. Yep. Bots and twits. 18, 21. Recently heard that Elon decided to cancel the deal or did I miss here? I don't know. Some people were speculating he's trying to find a way. I don't know. I have no idea. Elon Musk is a very eccentric and radical and weird guy. So who knows what he's doing? I don't know. I'm showing 19 myself. All right. Well, let's head on over to busyness news. Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. This is the business and the Sillyville editions. These are recorded live 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, except next week we will not be live. I will not even do a show next week because I will be in the middle of the woods with zero cell signal teaching a course on nutrition. Hey, I gotta break things up every now and again. But anyway, let's go ahead and dump on into the news. TikTok is unacceptable security risk and should be removed from app stores, says the FCC. Once again, welcome to our side. Isn't that what Orange Man Bad said? And it was like, oh no, that's bad. Of course, what they're talking about right here is in response to some discussions that TikTok did give U.S. citizen data to members of the Chinese Communist Party because it is owned by ByteDance, and in order to function in China, any company functioning in China has to have a backdoor to the Chinese government at all times. What did you think was going to happen? I covered this a long time ago. But with that being said, there is now another push to remove TikTok, and I would say if we can get TikTok out of America, I bet that America would immediately increase itself an average of 50 IQ points, and a whole lot of people who have a platform right now and should not have a platform would no longer have a platform, and sanity might instantaneously revive itself on the American landscape. But what do you think? Well, let me know. Well, 28% of Americans still won't consider buying an electric vehicle. Really? It's that low? I know almost nobody who would consider buying an electric vehicle. They're just not ready yet, and there's too many problems. And if you think if everyone switching to an electric vehicle is going to cause all the solutions to all of the pollution in the world, I'm sorry, I have some oceanfront property in Montana to sell you because that's not exactly the case. Tell me about all of the strip mining that has to be done by children in third world countries in order to make the batteries that are not recyclable, that only have a 10-year lifespan, that's going to cost you $20,000 to replace on a 10-year-old car. Tell me about the electricity that's feeding this. Is it all green? Oh, no, you're burning coal and natural gas for the most part. And, of course, if everybody and their brother plugs in electric cars every night, our entire power grid is going to come crashing down. It already cannot tolerate our air conditioners in the summer. 2 states have already had issues, and several more states have said brownouts and blackouts are coming this year because the power grid is too weak. And you want us to all plug in electric cars? No, it's good for a few instances. It'd be neat to have some electric car fleets in cities for deliveries, but petrol is here to stay. Petrol, I sound like some European, right? Gasoline over here in America. Petrol over there and across the pond. Petrol just sounds more intellectual, doesn't it? We say gas because we're a bunch of rednecks. They say petrol. They're the educated. All right, anyway, I'm making fun of both of us. Come on. Let's see. Price range and access to charging stations have remained a primary barrier. I actually have a friend with a Tesla, and her husband wanted to be like, oh, we're going to take the Tesla. She's like, I want to take the car. She says, good thing we took the car and not the Tesla, because they did not see they were going through like Vermont, and it's like did not see a single charging station anywhere in Vermont. I'm sure they exist, but you have to plan your trip around them, and there's not a lot of them. And, there's a lot of problems still. Survey of 8,000 adults found 14% would definitely buy or lease an electric-only vehicle. 57% would consider. 28% would not consider getting electric-only. Age, income, and education levels correlated with willingness to drive one. Lack of education around available tax incentives, environmental impact, and how EVs work is a significant factor for adoption. That's funny. A tax incentive, sure, there are indeed some tax incentives if they have not expired. Environmental impact, yeah, electric cars are infinitely worse than gas cars. Just telling you. Half of Americans have not heard about incentives for the owners. I don't care. As for the top 3 concerns over buying, 61% said they were concerned with the charging logistics. 55% said they'd worried about the number of miles the vehicle can go before it needs charge. 52% cited the costs involved with buying and owning and maintaining. There was actually a case on People's Court that hit the People's Court channel this week where, or was it sometime in the last couple weeks, where a caterer was not able to get the food to the place on time because the Tesla ran out of battery on the way. Rips. So anyway, that's the current state of things. Well, smart contact lenses are now a thing. They're working on the prototypes. They're saying that as early as a decade, we might be having augmented reality contact lenses embedded in our eyes. How is this exciting? So the smart contact lens prototypes puts a micro LED on top of the eye. The Mojo lens. Great. The Mojo lens has micro LED display the wearer controls with their eyes. That's exciting. Yeah, you look up really quick and all of a sudden your change displays. Yeah. 2015, California-based company Mojo Vision has been developing smart contact lenses like smart glasses. The idea is put AR graphics in front of your eyes, help accomplish daily tasks. Now a functioning prototype brings us closer to seeing a final product. That's exciting. So that's all we need. We need stuff in front of our eyes to give us statuses. What is this, like the Terminator stuff? Are we going to get somebody asks us a question and it's going to give available responses? Bleep you, bleep hole. I mean, come on, guys. That's epic, you know? I want my contact lenses to give me pre-programmed replies when someone asks me questions. I wonder if they'll be as rude as the Terminators. I don't know. Was anything on that list? I don't know. Well, anyway, HackerOne is one of the bounty companies. So if you are a freelance hacker and you spot a security vulnerability in a company, you can have an account on HackerOne, go through that individual company, support the bug, and get the bounty for it. Well, there was an employee. I always like talking about the employees who go rogue. There's an employee in HackerOne that was seeing people's bug reports, scrubbing them off of the system, and then reporting them himself offline for some quick cash on the side. Needless to say, and what I liked is the HackerOne was very, very quick to fire the guy and pointed out as part of their disclosure policy. So they actually did a really good job of this. So gives us some confidence that at least, they do that really quick to the first guy, and other guys are a little slightly more hesitant to do such things. But just a reminder that anytime your data, even if the company has the best security in the history of the universe, the weak link is always the people that are there. So beware of that. And finally, U.S. carriers want to bring Screen Zero lock screen ads to smartphones. I have a sneaky suspicion this is not going to be on Lineage, so join us on Lineage, guys. Did Apple say they reimagined the lock screen? We did that back in 2019. Look at that. So Android smartphones can be a rough market and one to squeeze as much profit out of a phone as possible. Carriers often sell every square inch of a phone to the highest bidder, packed in often uninstallable crapware apps fill your app drawer and advertise their services. The rulers are a lot looser for packed in apps compared to Play Store apps, so data-hungry companies like Facebook often pay for a spot where they can more easily harvest data. New report, one of the startup is inventing a new, more invasive form of crackware, the lock screen ads. The company Glance is a subsidiary of an Indian ad tech company in Mobi, and TechCrunch reports the lock screen content company is planning to launch its lock screen platform on Android smartphones in the U.S. within 2 months. Isn't that awesome? The app is a full-screen takeover of the lock screen. Looks a lot like a generic swipe-heavy social network, the TikTok or Snapchat Discover, but it only shows content from a glance. Imagine if every time you turned on your phone, the first thing you were presented is an auto-playing video from popular brand TikToker, and you get the idea. Company's website promises unparalleled reach. How about unparalleled hatred from your user base? And authentic engagement, only when you accidentally click the button when you're trying to get out of the stupid thing. Is it going to be like you pull up your phone? It's like, watch this 5-second ad to unlock your phone. Consumers will move from seeking content to consuming what is shown to them. If you think this is a good idea, you need yourself a checkup from the neck up because something ain't right in your head. Look at this. Demographics. Look at this sexist demographics. They're portraying only men and women here. I mean, yeah. What's this one? I can't even tell what that is. Language, location, handset. I don't even know this. Interest, I guess it says. I don't know. It's all a bit ad vector. The third major navigation link on the company's website is advertisers with a business page promises a friction-free campaign on screen 0. First screen users see when they turn on their phones. A quick browse through Glance's business page shows it's really hard to identify what's paid content and what's not. Might all be paid content. The advertiser shows a range of success stories promoted by a crypto app called that educated users on cryptocurrency and boosted sales. Question number 1, Glance's demo video. Which of these assets gave more returns in 2020, Bitcoin or gold? Yeah, you know. So anyway, let me know in the comments. Would you like to see lock screen ads on your device? That would be fun. Well, we have affiliates here. Speaking of ads, if you'd like to help support the channel, we do have affiliates. tlm.li/Linode. You can use that link there. Get $100 in free credit on a new account sign up. Good for 60 days. You can spin up as many Linodes as you would like in that time and give it a test out. Of course, I'm using Linode for a variety of things from private VPNs, web hosting, Jitsi servers, and stuff like that. Lots of cool things to be done over on Linode, tlm.li/Linode. Now, let's head to Sillyville. Alrighty. All right, let's see. Elon backed out. 20 watching now. You can do a poll to see how many we're watching. Yeah. Hey, we're up to 24. Look at that. What's the new health hazard that TikTokers are doing this month? I don't know. I wouldn't shed a tear if TikTok were banned. We would lose a great entertainment vector. I will tell you that. Prefer old school vehicles. Yep. So there was a push to go back to nuclear power. I could have told you that 20 years ago. Yeah. I can understand hybrids, but not full electric. Yeah. If TikTok left the U.S., all that would happen is everyone would migrate to the next addiction. I mean, app. Yeah, probably. All our electric vehicles will run on solar, no plugging in. Yeah, you just cannot get that much power, though. I mean, without having a ton of solar banks. There's a few people that do it. Will Prowse does it. Of course, he's a battery guru in Las Vegas, Nevada. So obviously he can pull it off where he's at. But you know, a lot of people don't have the capability of running that much solar because it takes a lot of solar to power a car. Super yacht, not sub. All right, fluid that go boom. Pacemakers have used solid batteries for years. No problems. Nothing more green than a bike or your feet. There you go. Yep. Except after you've eaten Taco Bell. That's definitely not green. Talk to the doctor about pain. I said that I'm still here. There you go. I'd ultimately rather see hydrogen cars, trucks take over as they take 5 minutes to refuel. We just need more hydrogen fueling stations. There are 2 in the state of South Carolina. Yeah. What happens when they crash? Do they explode or is it fairly safe? American infrastructure is built to only consider motor vehicles, which sucks if you're me and you don't like driving because it stresses you out. Well, you always get a bus, you know. Great when Target and Walmart are a 30-minute drive. You need to get groceries for 2 weeks. Yep. 2015. Can we go back to 2020? 2002. Yeah. There you go. 2002. Those were the days. To be able to see again, please pay $100. Contact lenses with night vision work for me. There you go. I'd rather mid-90s, but with high-speed internet. Yeah. I don't know. I'd rather mid-90s the way it was because we were a lot less neurotic without the internet 24/7 at our fingertips. Smart contact lenses, and you thought on windshield graphics or distractions. Yep. Smart contracts still have to wear glasses with wires around the lenses to provide wireless power to the lenses. Yeah. And driver's ed got 100% of the knowledge test, 90% of the driving test, but the latter was not a pleasant experience for me. Well, it gets better with time. The eyes are blue, they're in the clouds. Green means go, and run means run for the hills. Blue screen while driving. I can't see anything. There you go. Yeah. Michael, how's it going there? Not on my Pine phone. There you go. Not saying rogue employees don't exist, but I'm not convinced they're the culprits as often as they're reported. Personally, I'd say companies use them as a scapegoat. That's a possibility. Very good possibility. I wish I knew about Linux sooner. I only started last year. So many years I could have saved 3 other laptops. Yep. Can't unlock your phone without internet for the ads. Yep. You know what? Back in the day, Linux was a struggle to get running. Yep. There's an advantage to finding it now, you know. There's no head on the shoulders. There's no shoulders my head is floating on. Lock screen ads are how Chromebooks let you burn ISOs USB. You must be online to burn a USB, really. I'd rather eat broken glass. Yeah. If I ever get a lock screen ad on my phone or tablet, it's being wiped in return for a refund. Yep, there you go. I'd rather clean all the bathrooms in Grand Central Station with my tongue. That's right. Isn't that a line from a Weird Al song? Lock screen ads to eat the data plan they paid for? No thanks. Yeah, I know, right? Watch this 1080p video with your 1 gigabyte of data and unlock your phone 3 times. You've used up your entire month's plan. Yeah. Lock screen ads. Yeah, let's see. So you crash your car, crawl out, and as you bleed, some advertisement wants you to wait a minute to call the ambulance. Nice. Yeah. You push back to coal mining, at least in the U. There actually already is. Is it Poland or France? It's one of those is actually ramping their coal plants back online as we speak. There'll be a pushback. Let's see. Hydrogen power is a future, not to be. More bloatware for the screen. Never too late. So you can burn Chrome OS, Flex OS with Etcher. 1 More Minute by Weird Al. Yeah, I thought that line was from a Weird Al song. All right. Let's head to Sillyville, shall we? So first up in Sillyville, I saw this week, not tech related, I just had to include it. There is a county in Florida that is now quarantined because of giant snails. The giant snails do spew parasitic brainworms. So if you do have them, and look at the size, these things are huge. These things are about the size of a hand. It's a giant snail. They are known to carry bacteria that causes meningitis. So if you're growing your lettuce out there and you see one of these guys in the vicinity, guess what? If it has crawled over your lettuce is probably contaminated with bacteria that will cause spinal meningitis. Isn't that exciting? These guys are 8 inches long, considered one of the most invasive pests on the planet. They eat everything under the sun, and so much as touching them with your bare hands can poison you. So yes, the giant snails are invading Florida, and they have a lot of issues. Of course, rat lungworm is one of the issues that they have. They did have an invasion of them a few years back. It took like 3 or 4 years. No word if there's a bug bounty on them, or if you should just see them and just pour a bunch of salt on them. I don't know. But yeah, if you see these guys, I think right now, if you see these guys, alert the authorities and don't touch it. But they're huge. They're amazing, man. I kind of want to see one of these things. I'm not sure I want to get meningitis or rat lungworm, but I would still love to see a giant snail. That would be awesome. And on to our tech-related Sillyville. This is why we do not need self-driving and electric cars. Well, apparently, of course, these cruise robo-taxis are now on the line. There's no safety drivers in them. And so a whole squadron of them pulls up to the same intersection at the same time and simply block traffic for several hours. Half a dozen cruise robo-taxis stopped operating and sat in the street in San Francisco late Tuesday night, blocking traffic for a couple hours until employees arrived and manually moved the vehicles. Photos and a description of the blockade were shared on a Reddit post. Here's the Reddit post. So you get right here and here. They're just, where you going, bro? This is the robo-car invasion. What are y'all trying to do, yo? And so there you have it. They are all blocking traffic for a period of time. So then this is, guys, when I'm getting all concerned about self-driving cars, this is why. They all get up to the intersection. None of them know what to do. They all need some type of human stimulus to do something. They all get there. They all get confused. They all just simply stop, and it blocks traffic for several hours. Issue early this week, caused some of our vehicles to cluster together. See what this is? If you watched iRobot, you'd understand what's going on. The robots are out there and they want to gather together in community. It's one of those parts of their psyche as they start to learn more about being part of the human race. They're gathering together in clusters with like-minded folks. They're starting a protest, gathering together to strengthen their numbers against us. And pretty soon they're going to start just mowing down people in the streets. I mean, that's what they're doing right now. They're self-learning. They're self-evolving. You better watch out because these cruise cars are going to come and get you guys. You guys over there in San Francisco, you better watch out. Well, it's resolved and no passengers were impacted. We apologize to anyone who was inconvenienced. The vehicles were recovered through a combination of remote assistance and manual retrieval. Mishap comes less than a week after Cruise launched its first fully driverless commercial robotaxi service. See, brand new first week, and this is already happening. Cruise vehicles are initially operating 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. on designated streets and without human safety operating behind the wheel. First thing I said to my coworker is that they're all getting together to murder us throughout the OP. It was a pretty surreal event. Humans had to come and manually take the cars away. Cruise should get fined for this, bleepies, for blocking the streets off for so long. This even made it so the street sweeper couldn't hit an entire block. And street sweeper at $76 per car if street sweeper can't get around it. So gotta be careful about that. I don't know what they're street sweeping because San Francisco is still full of poo. What are you streeping up? So, yeah, this is the problem with all these self-driving cars. They're out there. And finally, YouTube. Their stuff is going crazy. So this is a channel. Actually, this video is quite old. The channel is Local 58 TV, and it's a horror footage channel. And they had a video marked as not for children, and it was set at 18 over. Well, the automated YouTube bots came down, and there was one of the shows that's called Show for Children, and the YouTube bot looks at us and says, hey, this is a show for children. It belongs in the YouTube Kids app. And so YouTube automatically moves this show into the YouTube Kids app and locks its status so the owner of the video cannot move it out of the YouTube Kids app and mark it as 18 over like he wants to do. So this got into a whole lot of kind of stuff. This is actually what it looks like. And let's see if we can get the episode up here. We're not going to show all of it, of course. But it's not like super horrible, but it is creepy and crazy and strange. And I have my audio turned off, by the way, but there's no sound that's significant. This is a very weird, surreal-y type thing. So basically, this is the show for children. Looks terrifying. And basically, oh, wait, hold on. Let me show the title. The title is The Cadaver in a Grave. Well, let me get that back up. Cadaver in a Grave Mistake is the title of the quote-unquote cartoon. And you have this skeleton walking around, and then he sees this little hole. Oh, what's in this grave? Let's go ahead and look in. Ooh, it might be a little lovely skeleton ghost. And let's go ahead and look in that little hole. Nope, it's creepy. And so the skeleton walks on a little bit more and a little bit more. He sees another little hole. Oh, it looks like the alien from Aliens. It's not. You probably can't see that very well. It's quite dark. And then he finds another little hole. He looks in his third little hole. What's in this one? What's in this one? And it's just a giant pit. Well, what's down in that pit? So now he's walking through a little cave here that's kind of creepy. And he gets to the end. He can't go anywhere. He lays down on this little bed. Can't get out, and he dies. So, yeah, that is... All right, I think we're back. let me double check if it actually recorded my Sillyville video. Oh, I might have lost my whole Sillyville video. It's kind of here, but it's kind of not. All right, we're going to put the conclusion on it just in case I can recover it. But I don't know. I don't know what I'll do here. I might have to re-record it later. I'll figure that out in a bit. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and record the ending, and then we'll wrap up. So there's YouTube stuff. That's exciting. Well, if you'd like to help support the channel, we do have a Subscribestar page. Jump on over here to subscribestar.com/switch2linux if you'd like to help support the show over there. With that, thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux. Alrighty. Alright, do I have VLC on here? I do. Let me convert, save, add. One, two, three, four. I think that one. Give me just a second here. File selection. Convert, save. Raw input. Fix. Save. Start. All right. I'm going to let VLC do that in the background. If you guys are unaware, VLC actually has some capabilities to fix videos that have went rogue. So I'm going to let that process. It takes a while, though, so I'm going to let that process in the background while we look at our final stuff here. Let's see. And let's transition over to here. All right. Germany is bringing... Okay, it must be Germany. Okay. Germany it is. Okay. I knew it was one of them around there. I just couldn't remember exactly which one. Hear about the open source voice assistant. I think I heard about from another YouTube channel. Is that the... there is one that I know of. I can't remember the name of it off the top. What is going on in Florida? I don't know. Green party's on. Why is nature so pants pooping scary? 2,000-watt solar charging battery stored in the area, one charges 40 miles. At least this isn't Florida man stories. There we go. Giant snails invading Florida. You sure you're not talking about Washington, D.C.? Pour a bunch of salt on them. You rang? I know, right? We got to deploy sodium chloride down there to Florida. All the alien stuff lately. Sometimes I love a good Florida man story. Let's see. Last time I tried to race a snail, I took off its shell thinking I would make it faster, but it actually made it more sluggish. First step to get us used to full robo control. That's why we need flying cars to fly over the disabled robo-taxis. There you go. How's it going, Spin Viking? Imagine the person looking up when one had an oil leak. Yeah. Wally Gators, kitten farms. Yes, we serve cats too. Yeah, we saw that coming. That's why we moved to Minnesota. I mean, alligators, killers, meningitis, rat lung worm spewing giant slugs. What are you talking about? Apparently, OBS is teetering with the line now. I don't know if the problem is OBS or my internet. I don't know. Apparently, there's some kind of Asian bugs and swarms around the USA. North Carolina, Virginia, and other places. I forgot what they're called. It sounds kind of like a locust or termite. Oh, that's exciting. I thought my internet was being stupid. Nope. I thought it was my Wi-Fi. No, it was, I don't know, like OBS just suddenly crashed out. I've never seen OBS do it that way either. It was kind of weird. Storm in the moment, not sure if it was me or not. Thought the video broke from my end. Video kind of not like Schrodinger's video. I upgraded the internal Wi-Fi card in this ASUS. Thou shalt tempt thy task. So I'll switch to Linux, OBS crash. I'm on Ubuntu. I'm on 2 Ubuntu spins. Asus laptop only came with 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. I found it had a card that had it with a 5 gig and Bluetooth 4.1. Pulled it out of the broken HP. Yep. Few streamers do have a problem with few star links upload. Yep. Reminds me of Grimm with Bill and Mandy. Yeah, I remember that. Not using Starbucks on mobile internet on a hotspot. No, it's not a hotspot. It's a cellular router or a cellular modem. I'm not sure I ended up trying it or not, but I was watching the stream one day in gaming stream. They were asking about video editing software, so I just am kidding live. Can't stand Ubuntu with the snaps. I like Arch, but too many updates frequently. Wanted to try Fedora. Couldn't get some edition working, but KDE's working really good. There you go. Sure, I saw a thing on the weather app the other day about the bugs. Yeah, I'm not putting OBS through any more than I usually put it through. Florida has a huge Python snake problem, too. Yeah, let's not forget the Pythons, yeah. Microsoft's been around for a while. I remember the name of the new one, though. All right, let's see. How's that doing? Hey, that looks like it's actually going. It's still going well. Very good. Well, let's go ahead and feed thy catars. Formed a rock band called Escargogos. Nice. All right. Hey, kitty, guess what? We're going to do kitty treats. We're going to do kitty treats. Yeah, kitty treats. Oh, kitty treats. Come on, get the kitty treats. Cat one. Come on, buddy. Up here. There you go. There's cat two. That's it. Salts with Budgie a try. Vetted rolling release model. Really stable for me. There you go. I hear everyone's has Python issues. They constantly update things. Yep. If I remember right, Python 3.11 release date got pulled back after some issues. Temptations are the best kitty treats for sure. You do all the streaming and YouTube / OBS, etc. on your big computer right now? I think perhaps OBS was too intensive for Raspberry. Yeah, everything here is on a streaming computer. No, you could not do the types of things I do here on the Raspberry Pi. I do Raspberry Pi for web design type stuff. The cat's in there going, dude, how do I get in this bag? All the store brand is a close second for value and ingredients. My cats love them. There you go. Temptations crack for the cats. That's right. All right, guys, we are going to wrap this one up here. We will see you guys back in over a week. I do have the cubes, the device manager section on cubes set to go for Monday, and I'm going to attempt to have at least 1 or 2 other videos for the week scheduled, but I'm not completely sure on that. I ran out of time to get more of them done. But anyway, with that, guys, thanks for watching. We will see you guys next time. No video tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend, and we will catch you guys later.